right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Unplugged. My name is Mike Washira, and I'm here to host Kenya's best talent, and of course all the creatives that we can get our hands on who come here on the Unplugged stage and talk to us about their journey and the work that they're doing creatively. Today I'm very, very, very excited to have none other than Karun here with us. Yay!
I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming through.
Yeah, thanks
Happy New Year.
Having me, yes. Happy New Year.
How you doing?
To you guys. I'm good.
Yeah?
So far so good.
So far so good, right?
Yeah,
and you know, on the
sure.
loop we're talking about vision boarding and, you know, planning things for 2021.
Now is the time.
Do you have a vision board?
I'm trying to make one. I feel like mine is more of a vibe. I need to get the visual aspect down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I've learned that it's important now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And how's Prince doing?
He's good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What is he like now? 2, 3?
He's 3.5,
He's
almost
3.5,
4.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going back to school like everyone else is nerve-wracking.
I know, right?
Like,
so you think about, you know, as a parent, one of the things that you know you fear the most, especially in this year, with we having COVID, is that your child will come back with someone else's mask.
Oh.
Yeah, so your child will come back. So you send your child to school and comes back with a mask and
now
Stella.
You're putting fears in my head. Like, I wasn't thinking about that at all.
All right, so I want you to start with a song for us, but I'll wait for my directors to tell me whether we have that ready or not.
All right.
All right, so I think one of the songs that I really like that you have done is True to Me.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons why I think that song is so amazing is because when you started music, you were about 13, right?
Yeah, more or less.
And so with True to Me, you're sort of reaching out to girls who are that age and sort of, you know, giving them voice, power, and agency to be able to say, you know what, you've got this, you know, you've got all this going on with you, and you're an amazing person, and just believe in yourself and, you know, face the world that way.
Yeah, when I was writing it was more like to my younger self.
Yeah.
So, yeah, completely.
Okay. All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, Karun here with us, and of course, the song True to Me, which you did with the Sky Girls.
Yes, I did that with Sky Girls.
All right, we'll talk about that in a bit, but right now, let me get out of her way and let her sing.
Thanks.
Lovely, baby, no one's gonna tame me. That's who I am. Always know I got a plan. Come on closer. Come a little closer, let me tell you what the future holds for me. I'll be shining, I'll be out here grinding. Let me show you as up, I know when that's above me. No, I'm not gonna stop, cause I aim for the top. Yeah, yeah. No one's gonna stop me. Long as up, I know when that's above me. No, I'm not gonna stop, cause I aim for the top. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, there you go. That's such an amazing. So the girl who's in the video is how old?
She's like maybe just under 17.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does she look it?
No, she doesn't look it.
Yeah.
She doesn't look it at all. All right. And so, you know, you said something interesting. Actually, let's sit here so that
Okay, cool.
so
Let's
you know, we can
move
have this
over here.
conversation. Usually we have cocktails, but today we are broke.
Oh,
So
you didn't have to tell me that. Now I know. So,
yeah, so 2021 Manenos. But you know, you started when you were about 13. I think that's when you joined Camp Mulla, right?
yeah, but we weren't public at that time,
Yeah.
so I was more in the limelight like when I was 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And you know, at that point then, how hard was it? Because I can imagine that, you know, when you said that music was your plan A and your plan A and your plan A, like there was nothing.
you saw that.
Yeah, the music, yeah. And you
Yes,
know,
I said that a lot.
yeah, because you said a lot. Like, your music is your plan A, and what's your plan B? No, that's my plan A, plan B, plan C, plan
Yeah,
D.
I mean,
So-
some people say when you make a plan B,
Yeah.
you're making a plan to fail at plan A.
Yeah.
So that's where I was coming from.
Right.
Yeah.
No, and I really like that. I really like.
I don't
that.
100% believe it now, though, but yeah, that's where I was.
No, but I think
back
you
then.
set yourself up so that for success.
Yeah, yeah, for
you
sure.
know, not a lukewarm kind of.
For sure, you have to go all the
achievement.
way.
Yeah, you have to go all the way with it.
Yeah.
All right. How hard was it growing up in the limelight? Because you're
Yeah.
13, you're 14, you're 15. You're growing up in public.
Yeah.
You know, how difficult was that?
I mean, it was strange, but I feel like it was particularly weird it had its own challenges growing up famous in Kenya. Because, like, you go to the clubs, they'll let you in.
Right.
Because we know her.
Yeah.
And I was underage,
Yeah.
so there's just a lot of stuff that I saw and experienced.
You
that
got
was
exposed
just
to a lot, which
a lot. So I
Yeah.
grew up pretty fast.
Yeah.
And now that I'm actually, like, halfway through my 20s, I'm like, wow. That was a lot. Like, wow. But
Yeah.
I mean, I don't regret any of it, but just I feel like now is when I'm actually unpacking and having the time to like actually grow and figure out who I am.
Right.
Because at that time I didn't get to process like who am I, what do I want to be, is this really who I am? And so I decided to go to uni, went on a whole journey, and I'm back.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
don't rush me. We're going to talk about that.
I know.
We're going to talk about that because 2013, I mean, you know, Camp Mulla had broken up, and you know, well, or rather, you guys, everybody was doing their own thing at discovering themselves in different ways, right?
Yeah,
and you
naturally.
had the Sun and Moon, which you
wow, you
recorded.
know your stuff, huh? That's great.
So you had Sun and Moon, which you
Yeah.
recorded. But what I liked about what you did with Sun and Moon was before you released it, you had the Ladybug project.
Yeah.
And you know, I'll see you there with Jazz Odongo and you know, with Kagwe
The
Mungai,
weekly
and you had a
vlogs.
whole team
Yeah.
with you to you
Shout
know,
out to Kagwe, man.
yeah, you know, like, and I was seeing, you know, how much fun you guys were having as you were recording this whole thing. Why was it important for you to introduce us to your new material and to the new you that way?
It was pretty purposeful because, you know, like I said, like growing up famous, like people put a label onto you and they're like, this is who she must be like. And at that time, it wasn't so like restricting to me. But I knew that I had to tell my own story at the time. So that's kind of where that came from.
Yeah.
And a lot of people followed the journey and they were like, oh, we get it. By the time the EP came out, I didn't have to do so much, the album, I didn't have to do so much explaining, like, this is who I am outside of Camp Mulla. It's like the people who were really with me already kind of understood.
Is that when Miss Karun became Karun and then Karen?
Honestly, I've always been Karen. Miss Karun came from people outside.
So it's people who decided to call
calling
you that.
me that. I
Yeah.
never called myself that. And
No
then when
way.
I started calling myself that, I was like, this is uncomfortable. I don't
Yeah.
like this.
And then it was Lady Karun at some point as well.
Yeah, that was me trying to erase the Miss Karun,
Yeah.
but I'm just Karen.
So do you,
Always
so
have been.
do you feel Sun and Moon then gave you an opportunity for you to talk about yourself and express yourself the way you wanted to, and not the way, you know, the media was trying to portray you and how other people were trying to label you? This was an opportunity for you to just let Kenyans know that this is who I am, not what
Yeah.
you've heard other people say.
But I think
am.
also the people that I had around me also really allowed that to happen.
Right.
Like in studio with a lot of session musicians. Shout out to Newman, the guitarist, and there was, so a lot of the instruments are like acoustic or like
I saw you
electric
in
guitar,
Dorito as well,
bass.
right? Kato
Yeah.
Change and all those guys.
Yeah. Kenya, we have such dope
Such
instrumentalists.
amazing
Like,
talent,
yeah,
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
So I always felt like I was free to express like all the different sounds that I was feeling at the time. Like I've always been a musician's musician. Like I love music itself, like even the stuff that's not on radio. So at that point, I got to express that with those people in a safe environment and then show it to the world. Like I never wanted to be a pop star at that point. I was like, whoever likes it, cool. Whoever doesn't like it, cool.
I liked how vulnerable you were, because you said, like, this whole album is about the fact that, I've made a lot of mistakes lately,
Yeah.
and I'm just going to take the back seat.
You literally, you actually listen. Great, no, this is great.
Yeah, so that was you then, being vulnerable with people.
Yeah.
How scary was that?
That was
to open up
2014.
that?
How old was I?
Yeah.
It wasn't scary, dude. I was a teenager. I feel like teenagers have this fearlessness of just like,
Right,
I
yeah.
gotta just do without thinking too much, and then life happens, and then you're like, oh, this could fail,
Yeah.
and it's a big deal.
I know, like it's huge, right?
Yeah,
Okay. So then, when was this? I think 2014. When did you go to Berkeley? Was that about 2014?
2014, 2015, I guess.
Yeah.
2015.
2015. Okay.
Yes.
But before,
I don't know.
before you went to Berkeley, because you already had this album out, you had your very first live performance.
Yes.
And how?
Dude, you're taking me way back.
I know, I'm taking you way back because we have to talk about this. Your journey is so amazing.
Thank you.
Like, yeah. So I think it was the app.
Yeah, at the Elephant?
yeah.
Oh, no,
No,
well,
it was
the railway station.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Bruh.
It
yeah.
was up, and,
That was really cool.
And I remember you saying, "This is my first solo performance, guys."
Yeah.
And the crowd was really
Yeah.
nice to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the crowd was also musicians people who like really like music.
Yeah.
So that was a great place to start.
Yeah.
Because, yeah,
And
I
one
feel
of-
like they were genuinely
yeah.
enjoying the show.
And one of the things that I remember about your first album was the fact that the president attended your launch of your album, and we're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
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 And so was that nerve-wracking? Like you're singing
It
for
was,
the head
actually,
of
it
state.
was. It actually was.
Yeah.
But I was trying not to think about it. And then when the show was done, I was like, what do I even say? Like, what do you say when you meet the president?
So what did he say to you? What did he like give you a fist bump and like, yo?
I tell you, it was all a blur. I don't remember.
You don't remember that?
There was energy from the show,
Yeah.
people hugging, whatever. So I don't remember what happened.
Okay.
Crazy.
And then you get to Berkeley.
Yes. Okay. So first I went to Cal Arts, which is an arts
Okay.
college in California.
Right.
And then I realized that that's not what I want. I wanted to go to Berkeley. So this was probably around 2016. Yes.
Okay. So you get to Berkeley, and you're doing your thing there, and one day, you're living in an apartment with your roommates and everything, and you've got space for one more person, and then one of your roommates, one of your housemates puts out an ad in the whatever it was saying that we've got space for one more person, and now you're at Berkeley, you're in the
I like
US,
how you're
right?
telling this story.
Yeah.
I'm also like, where is this going?
No, I'll tell you. And so you're sitting there one day, and your new housemate walks in, and it's Zinnia Manasi.
Yeah.
How's that? Because Zinnia is amazing.
She is really good, and she
yeah.
always has been. At that time, I didn't know her like that. So it was just like, she was like, oh, you're Karun. And I'm like, yeah. You're Kenyan, yeah. It's such a big deal.
Yeah.
In Boston, we're in Berkeley, there's not that many Kenyans. So when you see your people, you're like,
Yay!
my people.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
yeah.
And how was it? Because what was the experience of you living Kenya, being such a star, and then getting to an environment where everyone is a star?
Yeah. I think because I left on purpose for that reason, like I wanted to grow. I didn't want to be like small, what do they call it? Big fish in a small pond. Like I didn't want that syndrome, where you get stuck because you're just like, what else is there after this? So I did leave purposefully to like grow, but still like Berkeley kids are like, they're amazing. And a lot of kids have done like really amazing stuff before they're even like 18, and they're still there, and they work really, really hard. So there was a bit of a culture shock, but I think it was one of those things that just like jolts you into like working really hard. And so, yeah, I think I got some good stuff out of that.
And then one day your apartment burned. What happened?
How do you know this? Who told you?
What were you doing, Karen?
Luckily, I wasn't in the country, so I could be like, that wasn't. Where were you on the night of da 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 da? I was actually not in the country.
Okay.
But Xenia was, and it was actually quite. I think it was not a nice thing to experience.
It was a nice experience for that to happen.
No.
All right, so we're talking with Karen here, and of course, we're talking about her musical journey and some of the amazing things that she's done. I want you to perform for us another song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a preference?
Oh, hit me up.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I can do that.
You can do hit me up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do hit me up, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Karen here in studio on the Unplugged stage. She's going to perform for us. Hit me up.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. And of course, remember, any thoughts, any things that you want to talk to her about, you can let us know using the hashtag #TheLoopK24. LoopK24, that's how you talk to us. And of course, the WhatsApp number is on the screen right now. Tell us what you think. There you go. Hey! That's one of my favorite songs, man.
Thanks, me
That's
too.
Because because of your vocal range.
Oh yeah,
of course,
it's a lot of fun to sing.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun to sing, right?
Mm-hmm,
okay.
for sure.
All right, so let's
Have
talk
you
about...
tried?
No. Oh, man, actually, I'm terrible. I say, I just massacre that song, and there's no point. Like, after doing that, nah, I'll not do it justice. So, okay, let's talk about, when you came back from...
Berkeley?
You came back from Berkeley.
Yeah. Well, I came back and then kind of got pregnant immediately. So my experience of Kenya was...
Yeah. It was motherhood.
Yes, it was motherhood.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Mother Africa.
Yeah. And so Prince came. Prince came
Yeah.
along. And then you went through a period where you were not writing music for like, almost like a year or so.
Yeah. Okay. I think the me not writing music was before that. And then when I gave birth, I felt pretty like in tune with myself. And then when Prince was like, I want to say like 6-7 months, I went back into studio. And so there are some pictures and videos of me being in studio and like holding Prince. Yeah, so I kind of was very driven after giving birth as well.
Do you feel like you were more authentic in the music that you were making, when at that point?
I feel like I always tried to be. I feel like I was just more driven. It was more about I don't want to say business part, but it was more like I have to do this. It has to make sense. I'm a mom now.
It's not your focus. It's not fun in games anymore.
It's not just about me also.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right. And so then, Empower came along.
Yeah. We're just going chronologically. This is what you've done.
Yeah, I mean,
this is where we're going.
Yeah, but because like I said, your story is amazing. Like, so Empower came along, Mr. Ezio had got his thing doing, with about 100 artists across Africa.
Yeah.
And then
nothing like that's ever happened before. So
it was
that
amazing,
really
right?
amazing. Yeah.
And then so suddenly here's Karun with Glow Up. Everyone was like, what? What is that?
Oh yeah.
And I sort of felt like Glow Up was your way of saying, you know what, I've been singing about relationships and guys and whatever. Let me just big up women because women are phenomenal and they do a lot of great things.
Yeah, man.
And we need to celebrate women. Was
Yeah,
that the thinking behind Glow Up?
For sure. Legit. Like I was in studio like, I love this song. I want it to be about love, but not about guys. Like I'm so tired. I literally said like, can this song just not be about guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that's where that came from.
And that's where that was.
Yeah. And that ended up leading to like a really amazing music video surrounded by like people in the industry that I genuinely like looked up to, and so the energy on set was really nice. Also considering it was my first like solo music video, so there were nerves, there was
it was so
anxiety,
well done.
but like my friend, like having them there also just like kind of brought everything back down to like, this is why I'm doing this.
Yeah. Okay, and then in 2019 you were in Pretoria.
Yeah.
And for homecoming, right?
What else do you have up your sleeve?
No, don't look at my notes. So in 2019 you were in Pretoria, and why I mentioned that is because you were with some heavyweights there performing at the event. I think you went on after Questa.
Yeah.
And that's huge. That's like
I mean, there was a lot of pressure. Too,
that's what I'm saying. Like that's pressure. Like you're going on. I mean, because Questa like he's at home.
And watching him was amazing too. Like the energy. South Africans they love themselves. They love their own music and their art. So like being around that was so inspiring. I'm like, we need this in Kenya, and I feel like we're getting closer to that too. So it was just like a nice moment.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, and
seeing the future of like where Kenya
should be, and like, do you think we're getting there?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like ever since the Play KME movement was like 2018. Like we've like grown in leaps and bounds every year. So like, wow, it's amazing. I'm like super happy to be even just witnessing.
So because of time, unfortunately, I can talk to you I can talk to you for like forever because like you do such amazing things. Tell us about Just a Vibe.
It's Catch a Vibe.
Oh, sorry, Catch a Vibe.
But the funny thing is, so that's going to be part of an EP called Catch a Vibe, but there's a song there called Just Friends. Okay. So when you said that, I was like, how do you know that there's a song like that? But yeah, so Catch a Vibe is a song that I released in December. It's got a music video. I think are we going to play it at one point?
Yes, we're going to play it. You're going to sing along to that as well?
Where these pictures came from. So that's like my first release coming from a project that's coming out soon, like around March.
What are you doing, an EP or it's going to be another album?
It's an EP.
Okay.
Yeah.
So March is when like we should be calling you up like, hey, Karun, like you said. But
TV. There might be something special in between there, something like
really?
in Feb. Yeah. So just like keep your eyes peeled.
Who are you working with now?
In terms of music?
Yeah, musically. Like, because I know, like producers and that sort of thing. Even though I know you do, like, you can produce yourself and everything, but...
Yeah. So a friend of mine, Faiza, has been A&R in the project, and she's got some homies in West Africa called Higo and Lamav. They've done the production on the EP, and then there's also my homie Christian Mumbru, who lived down the road from me and Xenia. So we've been like long-time collaborators.
Okay.
So those are the three main producers on the project.
Are we
And me.
And you. Are we going to hear a different sound from?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of in the same vein as Glow Up and Catch a Vibe, but a lot of the songs that haven't been released are a bit more mellow, good vibes.
All right, cool. So, I mean, listen, she has got a lot of amazing music, and she's one of our very own, and, you know, we celebrate her, and we're really proud of the work that she's done. And, you know, somebody who's flying Kenya's flag really high, not just here in Kenya, but outside the borders as well. I think your contribution to the music industry here is, you know, it's no mean feat. Like, you've really done a lot.
Thanks.
Yeah. So, you know, she said it here. Look out for some new projects between now and March of this year. You know, politicians in Kenya have taught us to be very specific. It's March of 2021. Isn't it?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
All right, so look out for that. Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, that's all the time we have for you here on Unplugged. But before we leave, we wanted to perform for us Catch a Vibe.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we'll play that. And, you know, we'll let her sign off from the Unplugged stage with that song.
Cool.
All right.
Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Karun with Just a Vibe. Cut.
I don't know anyone who feels so right. Don't know anyone who makes me catch a vibe for the frequency. Catch a vibe on you and me. Feel alright, baby, we could see if we could be right. See, there's something about the way you smile. Hold your breath and baby, we could catch a vibe for the frequency. Catch a vibe on you and me. Feel alright, baby, we could see if we could be. I said, it's a part of me. All the art you see, you should be proud of me. She said, you're my baby G. You work hard, I see. So now she's proud of me. How could this be? How could this be? Yeah. How could it be? Blessings on me, yeah. Blessings on me, yeah. Blessings shining on me, yeah. Shines on my neighbor, shining weekly. Blessings we see, yeah. Blessings on me. I don't know anyone who feels so right. Don't know anyone who makes me catch a vibe for the frequency. Catch a vibe on you and me. Feel alright, baby, we could see if we could be right. See, there's something about you makes me higher. Breathe it in and maybe we could catch a vibe for the frequency. Catch a vibe on you and me. Feel alright, baby, we could see if we could be. Only you could see what you mean to me. You won't believe it. I'm here for the ride. All your love's a riot, such a vibe. Only me and me ride it. Your love, yeah, I'll provide it. Come with me, you inspire. Your love, you're my provider. Only you could see what you mean to me. You won't believe it. I'm here for the ride. All your love's a riot, such a vibe. Only me and me ride it. Your love, yeah, I'll provide it. Come with me, you inspire. Your love, you're my provider. I don't know anyone who feels so right. Don't know anyone who makes me catch a vibe for the frequency. Catch a vibe on you and me. Feel alright, baby, we could see if we could be right. See, there's something about you makes me higher. Breathe it in and maybe we could catch a vibe for the frequency. Catch a vibe on you and me. Feel alright, baby, we could see if we could be. Bye.